Welcome to Code with Vinod. In this video, we will learn some important services inside Kubernetes. Here we will discuss on three important services like ClusterIP, NodePort, and Load Balancer. So our first service is ClusterIP service, and we will learn with the help of this diagram. And after then, we will see the actual demo. So cluster IP service basically we use to uh, navigate, or we can say route the traffic internally between the pods. So in the diagram, let's say I have given only one service, but here maybe more than one service. But in this case, all the ports are attached with this cluster IP service. And in case, let's say some pod crashed, and replica set will maintain the uh, number of counts of the pods, so it will generate new pod, and new pod will automatically attached with this service. So there, in this case, we no need to maintain the details about any older ports and new ports. So this is the benefit of cluster IP services. And our next service is NodePort service. So let's say in this cluster we have node 1 and node 2, and with the help of NodePort service we can route the traffic externally from these nodes with the help of this given node port. So NodePort service will give a port between this range, uh, 30,000 to 32,767. So in this case, it will give a specific port to navigate the traffic from these nodes. And in cluster 2, it will give, let's say, some another port. So we can means access, or we can say expose the data from node 1 and node 2 from the cluster 2 and cluster 1 with the help of the nodes IP with this port, means node port. So this is the main functionality of node port service. Second one, means third one, we have load balancer. So with the help of load balancer, we will uh, load balance, or we can say route the traffic on these given node port. So we would not require means explicitly any port. So load balancer will navigate on these node port service. So we will see everything inside the demo. So let me go on PowerShell. So in this case, I have configured my DigitalOcean cloud account for Kubernetes with my system. So let me go on browser, and this is our Kubernetes document. So let me show DigitalOcean as well. So on DigitalOcean, it provides us some freeware functionality to for demo purpose. So to create some cluster, and let's say to create the Kubernetes. So I have configured the Kubernetes on my accounts. So let me show. So this is our Kubernetes cluster, which is already running. So if you want to learn more on DigitalOcean, so please comments me on comment section, so I can make a new video on that one. So let's go on PowerShell. So let me check our ports. kubectl get ports. So these ports are running. So let me delete all the ports. So we will create from scratch. Delete ports. Copy it. Nginx. Okay, we need to specify the port, then delete 2 and 3. So now we have deleted all the ports. So let me check. Also I will delete all the services if it is there. So we will check get svc. So let me delete all these services. Delete svc. So this cluster IP services already created by the Kubernetes. So we will create our own services after deleting everything. Delete svc node2 not found. Okay, already deleted. Let me delete this load balancer as well, and let's delete the cluster IP service as well. So now we have only single cluster IP server which is created by Kubernetes. So let me clear the screen. So here first of all we will understand the cluster IP. So let me go on pod. So we will create our pod. Let me. So this is our pod YAML file. So in this case we will create our pod 1 and 2. So in this case we are using the label proxy. So we will create the service on the basis of this proxy, or else we can give as per our requirement here a label name. So let me save it. kubectl apply -f. So this YAML file name is nginx pod YAML dot pod nginx -pod dot YAML. Sorry. Okay, its name is nginx. Okay, nginx -pod dot YAML. Okay, so here we are using YAML, not YAML, but we can use both. So we have created pod, get pod. So first pod we have created. Let's create second one. So let me apply again. We have created second pod. So here we will use only single cluster IP service, but we can use multiple as well. So I have created two pods, both are running. So firstly we will create a cluster IP service. So let me clear this nginx file, and let me copy the YAML file from Kubernetes document for cluster IP service. Cluster IP. So this is the service YAML for cluster IP. But for NodePort and load balancer, syntax is the same. But in case of NodePort and load balancer, we need to specify the type as NodePort, and load balancer we are specifying the type as load balancer. But in case of cluster IP, we no need to specify the type, but we can specify, not an issue. So our service is nginx service hyphen cluster, so we can give name for understanding purpose. And here we are giving the target port same. So this port is for service and this port is for container. And here we have given selector as a proxy, same we created for pod. So let me describe the pod. Kubectl describe pod nginx 1. So here we can get some detail. Let's say proxy we have, let's go up, we have this port name and this port is inside this node and this is the label. So same label we have created inside our service. So let's create first cluster service. Get svc. So our cluster service is created, but in this case we have only internal IP, not external and not any other port. So let's try to access our pod from another node. So for this we will go inside the pod. So let me list the pod. That pods. So let me go inside nginx 1. kubectl exec exe hyphen I hyphen t port name, then hyphen bin bash. So with the help of curl we will try to access this cluster IP. So this is the service IP, so all the ports are attached with this service, so we can access the ports HTML with the help of this service. So first let me upgrade this apt get update. So we can see our this port is attached with which node, so we can check it with the help of describing like this. Here we can see, so this port is assigned with this node. So let's go down, apt get update. Now we will install curl apt get install curl. Yes. Now let me exit it and check the service IP again. Okay, so let's again go inside this port and we'll try to access our port with the help of this IP. So here we can see we are able to get the data. So this is the benefit of cluster IP service, but we cannot access this cluster means this IP externally. So for this we will use NodePort. So let me exit from this node and we'll check NodePort service. So in the NodePort service we are using the same selector, but here we are using the port, service port and target port. and it will provide, we will provide here node port as well. So here I'm giving 3008. So let me save it and try to configure this nodeport.yaml. So our YAML file is nodeport.yaml. So service is created, get service. So this is our node port. So with the help of our node IP and with this port we can access our port externally. So let me get ports IP, sorry, node IP hyphen o wide. So external IP for our node is this. So we can check with any node where this service is attached. Let's say with the help of proxy. With the port 8000, sorry, 3008. So here we can see we are able to access. Let's see the load balancer. So this is our third service. So with the help of load balancer we will directly able to access our port with the help of some external IP. So external IP will route, or we can say will navigate on each given node service. So it will automatically create in the background a node service. So let's save it, and we are using the same proxy, and let's get apply load balancer. Load balancer is created, get svc. But it is creating external IP, it will take some couple of seconds. So meanwhile let's describe it. Describe svc load balancer. So here we can see it has given some IP node port and external IP is creating, get svc. So now we can see our external IP is created. So we will check with the help of this IP. So now we can see it's working. So thanks for watching. In case any issue, please comments in comment section. Thank you.